Hello and welcome to Pyramid EduTech. Today we're gonna talk about something called Flexbox. So let me show you what a Flexbox is. So when this is a Flexbox, okay, I'll just show you. This is a image in Flexbox, okay, CSS Flexbox. You can see this. So Flexbox is generally used for designing layouts. Okay, so if we want to design some layouts, we just use Flexbox. It's a you can say it's a one-dimensional layout in which some rows or columns are designed. This is flexible box. So I write some codes, then you will understand more about it. But just understand that this type of structures and all those things you can achieve with Flexbox. So let me come here and write some codes over it so that you can understand things. What is a Flexbox? So I just write something called a container. Let me go with a container here. Okay, not here. Here I just write dot container. Okay. Inside this container, I write something called dot item slash item. We already have seen all the Emmet abbreviations, so I'm hoping that you don't have any problem if I'm writing like this. Alright. So inside this I write so I'm creating 6 box. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, so I'm creating 6 box. You already know about this. So the class is item and the ID is item 1 2 3 to 6. Alright, so I should come here and I should give some styles to it, okay, so that it looks like a box. If I do nothing, it will come up here as 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, alright, so now I just come here and give some styles to this box. So I am writing dot item, means I am giving this to whole of this box. Okay, because class item I have already given class item, means that whatever I write in this item, it will be appear to all of them. Alright, okay, so first I want to give some background color. So background color, what I want to give, let's go with red, or there should be another color which is called tomato. If you want, you can give, or orange, or whatever you want you can give. Alright, so I just go with border. Okay, border 2 pixels solid red, or black, whatever want you just give it. Okay, margin I guess 10 pixels, more than enough. Yeah, 10 pixels. Padding, let's go with 3 pixels. This is random. Okay, you can adjust by yourself, that depends upon your width. 200 pixels. Height also 200 pixels. Okay, so now you can see there are 6 box. Okay, I guess I control the width and height to 100 and 100. Okay, if I save this, now you can see 6 box of same width and height, 6 square boxes. Alright, so now what we need to do is, okay, so what we need to do is we need to create a flex box. Okay, so we need to create some flex box to it. So first let me define, let me go with dot container. I'm getting inside my container. Okay, inside my container, just a minute, container. Okay, I just give some width. Okay, I just give a width of 600 pixels, I guess. Yeah, 600 pixels, or I should say 100%. Let's go with percentage. Now let's see about percentage. If I write 100%, it will take the whole width. Okay, it will take 100% of the width. Height, let's go with 600 pixels, or I think 400 is more than enough, because our box is only of 100 pixels. Then I think 400, or we will manage it later on. So okay, height is 400. Let's give some border also. Alright, so border, I just give 2 pixels, 2 pixels solid green, green or green yellow, whatever you want. So let's see how it looks now. Okay, you can see our container taking whole width. Okay, you can see the whole width here. You can see the whole width, and the height is this much. So now you can see that the thing is going outside. So I want to show some more CSS property. Okay, if I write something called overflow, okay, and if I write something called hidden, and if I save this, now you can see this, it's not going outside of this. You can see that it's not going outside of this. But if I write something called a scroll, okay, and if I save this for now you can see that I can scroll this down. Okay, I can scroll this in x-axis and y-axis also. It is just for showing you, okay, that you can do it like this. So that's not our case. So we have to study about something called display flex. So you can see I have written display flex, and if I save this, see what happens. Can you see the magic? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all of these elements, okay, all of these elements coming side by side, and you can see this. Okay, I just not for now, I just show you. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all of the elements which are coming down are now coming side by side. You can achieve this by float also. Okay, I know we haven't talk about something called float. Float we will discuss in later on. Okay, I don't know when we will talk, but we will talk about this later on. But the Flexbox is very important because currently most of the websites uses Flexbox or grid templates. These are modern things for creating websites. Float is important, but we will see that float in later on. Okay, for now just understand this. So you can see I have written display flex, and you can see all the flex item here. Okay, so what I actually can do is I show you one more thing here. If I write something called justify content, okay, I have lot of options. If I write something called center, okay, so you will see nothing. Okay, you will see nothing. Why? Because it's at width. Okay, I just show you what justify content do. I just comment 4 boxes. I just comment 4 boxes for now. And if I save this, now you will see that 2 of items will come side by side. Okay, and in the center of x-axis. So justify content will center the thing in this is x-axis. Okay, in x-axis. Okay, I just write this. Okay, center in x-axis. Okay, yeah, and I just control this down. And if I want to center in y-axis, okay, I want to center in y-axis, I write something called align items. I simply write align items and center. So now you can see this div is coming inside in this center. Okay, because the height is too big. If I control the height, you will understand. Instead of pixels, no, not here. Okay, instead of 400, I just write. Suppose I go with 300 pixels. Okay, so I have controlled the height to 300 pixels, or less than. Okay, I go with something called 270 pixels. That does depend upon you. Okay. Okay, now you can see that it's centered from x also and y also. So we can center the div. So this is very important topic. Centering a div is somewhat asked in many interview questions, that how would you center your div. So you just simply say that I am just using display flex, align item center, justify content center, and you can see elements are side by side. There are many properties. Instead of justify content center, align item center we already know. So instead of center, if I write something called a space between, so let's go with a space around. If I save this, you can see that equal spaces. It will give you equal spaces. Okay, suppose if this is 100 pixels, then this will take 100 pixels here also, and here also, and here also. So 100, 100, 100, 100, many equal gaps. A space around means they are equally spaced around, managed around. Okay, you will more understand if I comment down, uncomment one more div here. Okay, and if I say, okay, wait, just wait. Okay, I just cut down this here and just paste here. Okay, and if I save this, now if I come here, you can see 3 div, and you can see equal spaces. The space here and the space here is same. Here that same space is here also and here also. Okay, so this is your space around. Okay, and if you are not understanding, go through it once more and try to do it, try to type it yourself. And even then also, if you not understand, come in the live class, we will discuss, and I will talk about everything, every sort of thing. I will clear all of your doubt. Okay, so instead of around, you can directly write a space between. And if I save this for now, you can see equal. A space between means that it will think it will send the things around. Okay, yeah, not around, what I'm saying. Okay, a space between means that it will give you between the spaces. You can easily see this. Okay, between the spaces, if you want one thing at the left, another thing at the right, and another is in middle. Okay, it will take between the spaces. Okay, there is something called evenly. Okay, if I write space evenly, this will give evenly spaces. Okay, if it is 150, it is 150. It is 150, then it is 150. It will give evenly spaces. So this is all about your justify content. So now I am just writing something called center here. There are many things. You just Google out or just go through the documentation and you can read out all those things. So I hope you understood what is justify content or what all these things are. So this is what is all about your Flexbox, and now we will see something called flex direction. So now by default it is in row. You can see that by default the flex direction is row. Suppose I don't want this in row, I want in column. So simply I can write something here, flex direction. Okay, flex direction, I can write column, and if I save this, now you can see it is coming in column. Okay, there are multiple things in flex direction also. You can see there column reverse. Okay, if I save this, now if I come here, you can see that item 1 is coming down. Item 1, item 2, item. Earlier it was item 1, item 2, item 3. It's now item 1, item 2 is coming down. Similarly, there is row reverse also. If I write something called row reverse, you will see that it's coming in row but in reverse order. Item 1, item 2, item 3. So there are item row reverse, column reverse. So there are multiple things. You just play with all those things. Okay. And okay, I hope this is more than enough for now. So I hope you understood about the concept of Flexbox. Flexbox is a very important concept. Okay, in align item also you can write something called flex end, flex start. You just go through the documentation. Okay, you will understand more about all these things. You can do something called I simply write something called, okay, I just let me comment this values for, okay, let me comment this values for now. Okay, you can comment and play with all those things. Okay, or I can do something like, yeah, I'm just entering in from this side and I'm taking uncommenting all these values for now. Okay, now if I come here, I can fix all 6 box here, or I can remove 1 box from this. This is, yeah, it looks fine. So one thing that I can do here, I can write something called flex wrap. Okay, so if I write something called flex wrap to by default it is wrap. Okay, if I write something called no wrap, see what happens. Okay, if I save this, and now if I just scroll this down, you can see that nothing happens. Same thing happens earlier on, nothing will happen here. But what if I do something called wrap, flex wrap to wrap, and if I save this now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th item coming down here. Okay, and now if I scroll, 4th coming down, 3 coming down. So you can see that flex. Okay, so this is why flex wrap is very important in responsive designing. So if you have a responsive designing, you can see that when you comment, when your screen sizes get small. Okay, I just completely full this screen. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. but when I just small the screen size, when I just small this screen size to a certain level, it will come down. So it is very important to understand about this flex wrap, because in flex wrap the system is that when you synchronize, okay, when you small your screen size, it automatically deducts that, okay, this is the thing that has to come down, so it certainly takes that thing and comes down. So this is very helpful. Okay, there are some certain things, that something called order here, that which the order that you give, that will come in order and place. That is not that much important. If you want to know about more about order and something, you just go out through the documentation, and if you find any doubts, just comment me down, or you can ask anything in live class. Okay, for now I am just moving to another topic, which is called flex grow. Okay, flex grow and flex shrink, that is very important for now. So okay, so if I write, okay, I already have given item 1 2 3 4 5, so I just come here and I just type, let me write something called item 1 here. Okay, so inside this item 1, if I write something called flex grow, okay, and I write something called 3, before doing this I just comment 2 of the box, so that you can see all things good enough. Okay, now you can see that it is taking 3 times the space. Flex grow 3, it is taking 3 times the space than these 2. Okay, similarly if I write something called here 2 here, or 4 here, okay, now you will see that it will take 4 times this space. Okay, and if I do something called 1.5 here, okay, if I save this, now you can see that it is taking 1.5 times. It is growing that fast. Okay, I just show you. You can see you can see that it is growing. You can see flex grow, it is growing that much of space. Okay, similarly if you write, instead of grow, if you write something called shrink, it will shrink like that. Okay, so now you can see that if you shrink it, okay, if you shrink it, okay, it's not working for now. Okay, I will just show you. Okay, I hope you understood about that flex grow. So I just write something called flex shrink 1.5, and I in item 2, inside this item 2, I write something called flex grow. This is I am doing because so that I can just make you understand what things are going on. Flex grow 2 and flex shrink, I just write 2 here. Okay, so now in compared to that, okay, you will understand the thing. Okay, not here. Alright, so now I just show you what I am doing. Why it is not working? Let me check. Okay, a spelling mistake. That's what I thought. Why it's not working? Okay, now it's working fine. Okay, so now you can see item 1, item 3, and item 2 is taking lot of space. Now if I say, okay, now if I see, if I small the size, okay, now you can see it is smalling. Okay, it's getting smaller. Okay, it is getting smaller than the size, actual size. Okay, actual size, you can see it is getting shrinking, means 2 times it is shrinking, because of the small screen size you are not able to see, but it is shrinking. Okay, so you can play with shrink. Okay, you can play with shrinking the items, or you can play with grow of items. All these things you can do with that. Okay, I think okay, because of wrap. Okay, I just remove this wrap for now. I don't want to wrap. Okay, now you will see it properly. Okay, now you can see, yeah, now you can see that it is twice decreasing, it is twice shrinking than other 2. Okay, and if I just fill this out, it is twice time. Okay, it is twice increasing in the same rate. So flex grow and flex shrink. Grow means growing twice the rate of other 2, and shrinking means shrink out, means getting smaller in twice the rate of than other 2. This is about flex grow and flex shrink. There is something called flex basis also. So you won't use that much of flex basis, but if you want, you just Google out. Okay, do it by yourself. Flex basis. Okay, no. If you want, I just show you. Okay, I just show you. That's not a big deal. Okay, I just show you flex basis. That's not a big thing. If I write something called 300 pixels, see what happens. Simply it is taking 300 pixels, other are taking 100 pixels, simple. So flex basis is once you can decide anything what size you want to, means you can change the width size of that box or something like that. So this is all about your flex box. I hope you understood about all the concepts. You just go through it once. It is very easy. It's not a big topic. You go it once and do it. Try it yourself. Once you try it yourself, you will you will get an idea about all these concepts. Hope you if you have any doubt, just comment me down.